R. Kelly is released from jail. His child support is paid, and he thanks his fans for sending in money and helping. But here's a clip on what R. Kelly's lawyer is saying. Let's watch. Thanks for the water, guys. I promise you, you're going to figure all this stuff out. That's all I can say right now. I promise you. Can I hear fans? I love my fans. I believe you. I'm a thank you guys for the water. I love y'all. Thanks. Please touch my hand, please. Oh, God, I got to go down. They all put me down. Oh, my God. The judge has entered a gag order, so we can't really talk about that. He's got a divorce lawyer. She'll be addressing those matters. They go back to court on Wednesday. I just want to touch for a moment on some of the other stuff that's been going on. There have been a lot of criticism. There's been a lot of criticism of Mr. Kelly. There's a lot of criticism of me. On both ends, I think it's unprofessional. I saw his former attorney, who was extraordinarily sick, made some comments yesterday. I understand that he's dying any day now, unfortunately. A great lawyer. His body is riddled with cancer. He's on heavy-duty painkillers. Some reporter went over to his house, allegedly to have some private conversation. The attorney denies saying. He was quoted saying, I can tell you that I personally have worked with that attorney for 30 years, interviewed with him when I was getting out of law school, and interviewed 70 people over the years. People shouldn't be criticizing other people. As far as all of the comments and sort of justice that's going on around here, people bringing up the old case and so on, it's disgusting. It's not what makes this country great. He was tried. He was acquitted. We don't retry people in this country. We don't punish people who have been acquitted. We don't try people in court of public opinion. So we're going to focus on the evidence. We're going to fight the case in the courtroom. The state has yet to give us one single piece of evidence. We haven't seen an interview. We haven't seen a police report. We haven't seen a videotape. When we get those things, we're going to fight this case like we fight any other case in the courtroom based on the evidence. I'll take a couple of questions. You know, whatever this man does, people are going to criticize. People say, well, I'm going to answer a question. Okay? Whatever he does, people are going to criticize. So if he doesn't say anything, people are going to say he's not saying anything. Because if he says anything, he's going to incriminate himself. If he does speak, people are going to say, how can you believe him? He's just saying whatever. If he cries, people are going to say they're fake tears. If some victim, I remember getting yelled at in that courthouse a couple of weeks ago, oh, these victims were crying on TV. How can you call them liars? They're crying. He was crying on TV. People want to call him a liar. I'm going to say the same thing. If he's crying, it doesn't mean he's truthful or not truthful. If they're crying, it doesn't mean he's truthful or not truthful. The girls talking to TV, oh, it's hurts. They have Stockholm syndrome. People don't even know what that means. They haven't seen their parents. He arranges. He doesn't arrange. The girls arrange. We're going to see their parents. Oh, that's all staged. That's all wrong. No matter what the man does, people are criticizing. So what is the man to do? That's what I asked him. He sat for an interview. He wanted to sit for that interview. He's not hiding. It doesn't help his case. It doesn't hurt his case. We are going to try this case in a courtroom, in the laws, on the rules of evidence, based on what they're going to present. We're not going out there and doing interviews to take the jury pool, to not take the jury pool, to help the case, to not help the case. The man sat for the interview. He answered the questions. People can think whatever they want based on that. They can make their own judgments. I can tell you that nobody who drew a judgment based on that interview is going to be on our jury, and it's going to be making the decision. I expected to see it 2 weeks ago. So when they give it to me, I'll see it. Yes, we filed our motions for discovery. I'm sorry. Is there a what? Well, you know, the child support, We're really not supposed to talk about that, but the man was paying $20,000 a month in child support. He paid it religiously until he couldn't make any more money because of all of these statements that are being made, and all of the rumor, and all of the innuendo, and frankly, because of the charges. So he paid the child support. He paid it year after year after year. Now, what's going to happen going forward? It's going to get reduced. It's going to stay the same. That's not my hands. It's basically, it's open season on Rkelly. Everybody is now coming forward and saying, oh, I met this man, and this is what happened. Look, there's no money for these people. There might be their 15 minutes of fame or whatever, but we can all make our own judgments about whether people are saying things because they're true or because they want their fame or whatever the reason is. Again, we're going to deal with it. If there's charges brought, I'm sorry, hold on. If there's charges brought anywhere in this country, we don't look up. You know, I keep thinking of a story of a case. I defended a guy in a death penalty case about 12 years ago. We saw the death penalty here in Illinois, okay? We won that case. Not only did we beat the death penalty, he was found not guilty. He went home. He got in his car. He went to a gas station to fill up his car after spending 7 years in jail, and he was shot dead at the gas station. The prosecutor on that case went to that man's wake. That was not justice. The justice is what happens in the courtroom. That's how we decide cases in this country. And that's what we should be doing. Oh, hold on. I'm not Trump. I can't listen. I didn't say there's no case or there is a case. What I'm telling you is if they have the evidence, show it to me, and we will address it in court. We will address it in court. Attorneys shouldn't be flying into our jurisdiction who aren't subject to our ethical rules and making wild statements or any statements about a case. They should let the process play out. I have not talked to him about that interview with Gayle King. Obviously, he went into custody, I think the same day that the interview first aired. I wasn't there when he was doing the interview, but I don't think he regrets. I'm sorry. I think that Mr. Kelly should be able to speak out however Mr. Kelly wants to speak out, and if that's what he wants to do, that's what he can do. He is innocent. He's got a presumption of innocence. Let me tell you something else. I got criticized for saying that all the people are lying. This is what the law tells us. And I'm a lawyer, so I'm going to tell you what the law tells you to do. Okay? People are cloaked with the presumption of innocence, not a presumption of guilt. A presumption of innocence. And a judge tells a jury, when that jury walks into the courtroom, as you look at that man here now, he is presumed innocent. You have to presume him innocent. You can't prejudge anything. And what people are doing is they are prejudging things. The man is innocent. The presumption is that he's innocent. As he stood here before you today, he's an innocent man. He's an innocent man. And people should just understand that. That is the difference in our system. Go to one of these third world nations where you have to prove your innocence and see how they function. Folks, go to Venezuela. Go to North Korea. Go to what used to be communist Russia. Try and see their system. And then see if you like this system better or that system.
Both. Even if you don't believe they did it, let's err on this side. Even if you don't believe either of them are pedophiles, they're both horrible babysitters. We can both agree with that, right? I won't stop listening to your music, but I ain't dropping my kids off at your daycare center.
Should you stop listening to the music if convicted?
No.
Not even if convicted.
People asking black
messing with underage kids.
People asking black people, how could you sing Rkelly and Michael Jackson songs after all the horrible things they did? The same way I could sing the national anthem. That's the same way I could sing the national anthem. Because they did horrible. Like when I grew up, if there was mold on the bread, and probably you too, you couldn't throw all that bread away. You scraped that part off and you ate the rest. I think people are like that. There are memories connected to those artists. I got married to those artists.
The music is more than the man.
The music is more than the art. Like it's like, so there are connections that I've made A lot of that music is the soundtrack of many people's lives, so I can understand that.